I swear, this intro is driving me fucking nuts, and not for reasons that you would think. The volumes change ever so slightly in each one of them. Forget the moon continuity. What the hell's up with the volume continuity, Lucasfilm? For those of you that have never watched Overanalyzing Avatar, he obviously overanalyzes Avatar The Last Airbender. One of the main things that he noticed and kind of became a running joke was the fact that the moon was never consistent in the sky from episode to episode, even within an episode.
Whoa, we're back at good moon continuity. Here we have a nearly full moon, and on the next night in this same episode, it's a full moon. What ruins it is that it was absolutely a full moon last episode too, which is like, come on, we're so close to having it work.
You really have to listen for it. I don't know. I have no idea why they would do that, Lucasfilm. Get your shit together. They figured it out somewhere along the lines. I'll point it out when we get there.
A deadly weapon unleashed.
Well, Lawrence still sounds like he's having a shitty day. I guess I'm not the only one.
Pulls to Republic space.
I can't help but think of a city skyline when I see this ship, man. Props to the people behind this. The Malevolence is seriously massive, like I said before, but look at how damn big this thing is compared to a Venator-class Star Destroyer. Also, is it just me, or does this ship kind of look like a Mon Calamari cruiser from The Empire Strikes Back? Wait a second. The Quarren made this? That makes so much goddamn sense now. There are species that live on Mon Cala too. We'll see that later in the series. Really neat detail there. And not only that, but this trench in the middle has major Death Star vibes to it. I wonder if we'll see any chase scenes later on. If you really pay attention, these clones are absolutely the same exact facial expression, just copy and pasted.
Our target will be the bridge and General Grievous.
Can you imagine if they actually succeeded in killing Grievous this mission? Jesus, what the hell would Palpatine have done? Can you imagine how many PTSD dreams he'd have to give to Anakin in a row to get him to turn in the span of like, what, 3 days? Also, if you look at this guy in the back left over there, it looks like he either dyed this patch gray or this war's just really fucking him up on some deeper level, man.
The head clanker. Skywalker's getting pretty ambitious.
They call him a clanker here, and that kind of makes me wonder, do they just not realize he's actually a cyborg and has a few different organs just cold chilling in there? And don't even get me fucking started on the fact that he can somehow survive in the vacuum of space with those exposed like that. Obi-Wan literally just tore those sorry-ass metal plates off, and you think he could survive in the vacuum of space? Which begs the question, if he can breathe, how the— Sorry, damn, I really went off on a tangent there.
Are you sure your squadron can complete this mission?
Let's ask them. Matchstick.
Matchstick is a dope name, but do they really have matches in this universe? Like fucking still?
Yes, sir. Minimal casualties, maximum effectiveness. That's us.
Minimal casualties may be enough to prevent you from breaking Grievous's defenses.
We'll destroy that bridge, and Grievous along with it.
Master Skywalker seems to inspire great confidence in his men.
He does lead by example.
He sure fucking does, baby. I really can't wait to get to more of Rex and Ahsoka. This show is absolutely a saving grace for Anakin's character. I love him as is, but this show deserves all the praise it gets.
So much for the Jedi escort.
I love how even though they were just mad in the last episode that now the Republic would widely know about their ion cannon, they're still out here big dick swinging, taking out more cruisers instead of, like, I don't know, hiding somewhere and laying low for a minute.
They're moving to attack position, sir. We've lost all power!
I love how he sounds surprised.
This is a lot more fun when they're not shooting back. I still can't seem to hit anything.
Those battle droids are expensive.
These ones are expensive? How the fuck much do those ones cost? Plus, I gotta imagine that maintenance on Grievous alone is pretty expensive.
The care these Jedi show for their troops is a weakness. A weakness we shall continue to exploit.
The compassion of the rebels is a weakness, one we will exploit.
Again, if they rhyme.
I have the coordinates for a new target. The Republic's secret Outer Rim medical station.
This looks like some kind of Capitol building if you turn it upside down.
We will do them a favor and put them out of their misery, and they will die.
I'm not a fucking war general or anything here, but that's gotta be a war crime, right?
I feel very confident leaving the ship under your command, General.
Well, that's a stark contrast from the last episode.
I have a reputation to uphold.
Hey, a gonk droid, I think. For some reason, I just love these things. With all the care that Star Wars always takes with the most random things, I fuck with this box's energy.
Somebody's gotta watch my back.
Broadside could do that. Besides, you have R2.
Why does she seem so bummed out? I feel like she should be stoked as hell. I love this guy in the back. It looks like he's trying to attach this hose to something and has no fucking idea where it is. This is me every time I drive my girlfriend's car whose gas tank is on like the opposite side as mine.
You will be unable to chart a course that's less than 10 parsecs.
I swear, I'm so tired of wondering how the hell parsecs work in this universe.
I will come along and fly fighter escort.
Any help is welcome, Master Plo. Just try not to fall behind.
Is it weird that he talks to him like this? I guess it's not like that big of a deal, but in the last one, it kind of seemed like they haven't met much yet. You can see these, I don't know, eye cover things just slightly move downward here, which makes me wonder, are these things like attached to his actual eyeball? Or could these be his actual eyes? Jesus, this animation. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna be sick. More weird ear holes. Hang on, it's weird enough that we're seeing a Kaminoan here. Like, yeah, they're clones, but aren't they just genetically human? Like, can they not go to a doctor unless it's a Kaminoan? But the weirder thing is, it's Nala Se? Really? Is this like a special guest appearance? I get they probably didn't draw up Omega yet, but I gotta wonder, would she be here too? She looks a little different from the Bad Batch too, actually. She's not wearing that headpiece we see, and I don't remember if we ever see her, or any Kaminoan for that matter, in this outfit ever again.
I've contacted the Naboo.
Also, I always thought it was interesting seeing how everyone says the Naboo. They don't say the Coruscant, but on that note, we do say the Earth, but we don't say the Mars. Kind of weird how that works.
If they reach us in time, do you really think they're going to stop that thing?
The way he just blurts this out without formally addressing her or anything seems kind of out of character, considering how they always address people in command. I wonder if they feel some sort of like security or comfort in the presence of the Kaminoans, like a mom kind of. They really couldn't have given them like individual rooms? I get that they're clones, but geez, try a little bit, man. This might as well be Kamino.
Launch the fighters.
I hope you know what you're doing, Anakin.
Well, if I don't,
I won't be around to hear that I told you so.
That's reassuring.
This smug-ass shoulder lift, God, I fuck with Obi-Wan. James Arnold Taylor, the voice actor, absolutely knocked it out of the park, man. They all fucking did.
all in.
Shadow 2 standing by.
There's nothing like a classic standing by sequence.
Blue leader standing by.
This is gold leader standing by.
Red 10 standing by.
Red 7 standing by.
Red leader standing by.
Gray leader standing by.
They run.
I wonder why everyone else took a Y-Wing and Plo Koon takes his Jedi Starfighter. The Y-Wings look a little bit different from Empire. The colors fit really well in the Clone Wars era, though. Speaking of Y-Wings, I got a fucking bone to pick with the names of both the X-Wing, the B-Wing, I'll give a pass, because I don't see a B. But the two are obviously named because of the way they're shaped, right? But if you're going by the Urabesh alphabet, the most commonly used in Star Wars, then your X is a goddamn triangle, and your Y looks like a V. If anything, you should call it the V-Wing, and the X-Wing, well, I don't really see an X on there anywhere. I'm fucking watching you, Dave.
This is Admiral Yularen.
Why does he say his R so strongly in his name? Like, where did that accent come from? Yularen. I don't think he ever does it again. Tom Kane is the voice actor here, and he is seriously one of the greatest voice actors of all time.
Broadside, if we make it through this one, drinks are on me. I can already taste it.
I wonder if they're planning on going to that clone bar we see in season 5.
The Navicomputer has had to calculate a complex course around a large nebula near the medical station.
They told me the ship was fast.
Touche, season 1, you get a pass for this beautiful shot. Like, look at these clouds, dude. I don't know how you go from those extremes in the same episode.
Be very unpredictable. I advise caution.
Don't worry about us, Master Jedi.
Does anyone care what the Padawan thinks?
Fuck no.
But we're still going through that nebula.
The way ships dock up to this station is really fucking cool. Like, you have all these different ways that different ships can manage to get around, and it works because gravity doesn't really matter here. In the Clone Wars movie, we see a big-ass cruiser pull up one way completely different. I don't know, man. I just love this design. The intricacy just really makes it feel like it's a livable, breathable universe. It's little things like that that just make this universe feel so alive, and I think that's why people are so easily connected with it. Because, yeah, it's a bunch of random shit that's happening in some story in outer space, but, you know, it makes sense sometimes. Very, very little, actually. It makes sense, but it's great.
The evacuation is proceeding slowly, madam.
Have we ever heard a clone refer to her as madam before?
In stable condition first.
I think this is actually a different voice actress, too.
Can you see anything?
Just keep your eyes on my thruster, Shadow 2.
The scanners are useless.
You have to feel your way through to stay on course.
Clear your mind, young one, and you will see the path.
Yeah, that works great for you 3 Jedi.
Our ship is unstoppable.
Skywalker is leading the mission. Do not underestimate him.
I like that even Dooku knows Anakin is a pretty formidable threat, even though he's essentially beat him every time they've fought so far. And I say that because I feel like the Clone Wars movie duel kind of ended in a stalemate because Anakin needed to go save Ahsoka.
So Sky Guy.
I love the nickname Sky Guy.
How did you know about this shortcut?
It's an old smuggler's route. Pilots used to talk about it on Tatooine.
I love the fact that Anakin pulls from his life as a slave even after all this time. Of course he would remember these things, but the fact that it's serving him now is a really cool full circle moment.
Almora, run!
How does Plo Koon know about it so well, yet he had no idea that they were there until just now?
Need to turn around.
I love the concern in his voice. Holy shit, these are the same creepy bird thingies from episode 5. Our episode 5, that is. Damn, this shot is gorgeous too. The whole creatures being able to survive in outer space is a cool concept to me. I get how people might nitpick it and whatnot, but these and the Purgle and Rebels have always really fascinated me. And the prospect of this being possible is kind of freaky.
Those gas gulpers are huge!
It's really interesting that a common theme between the Purgle and these things is that they both eat gas. They'd really hate Earth right now with our gas prices. Although I don't really know what else they'd be eating out here. I guess random tufts of Alderaanian grass? Wait, too soon? It's been 45 years, people! I always get major Finding Nemo vibes from this scene. You remember that one part with the jellyfish? Jeez, I think that's the longest I've seen a droid beep after being decapitated. And it really happens a lot.
We're coming out of it!
Shadow 2, what is the damage to your ship?
Just a scratch, sir.
If we lose even a single ship, our mission is that much closer to failure.
Coming out of hyperspace. It's a ship. It's the Malevolence.
So did they give this ship the name themselves? Like, if no one's known what this ship is, or like where it's been, how do they know its name?
Target the transports first!
I always thought it was really brutal that he decides to go after the unarmed medical transports instead of trying to go after Skywalker, like right away. I bet that'll bite you in the ass. Also, why are they unguarded? Every clone is designated to be a soldier. Maybe that's why they're unguarded? I don't know, man.
Roger, roger.
Jesus, they not only used this shot again, they had the audacity to just flip it and think that I wouldn't notice.
Hold it steady, come on, hold it steady.
Fire!
Shadow 2, your speed is dropping. What's wrong?
Nothing, sir. Just trying to keep it together.
You can make it, Matchstick.
Hang on.
Ah, shit. Poor Matchstick and Tag.
Shadow 6, 7, and 10 were caught in the ray.
Looks as though Skywalker has failed. We should go, madam.
I will stay.
Unexpected heroic gesture. It feels kind of pointless though, don't you think?
Stay on course!
I have no idea why I noticed this, but what are these things? Are they the straps that hold them on? Or are they his eye? I have so many fucking questions.
First we will destroy the medical station, then we will finish off Skywalker.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
A really bad feeling about this.
Say run.
What? I'm sorry, they did it, not me! These rows of turrets are big enough to be their own massive ship. That's some crazy firepower.
We're running out of time.
Master, you can make it, but everyone else is getting shot down.
Funny, I've been thinking that this whole time. Ahsoka plays the role of saying what the audience is thinking a lot, and we'll see a lot more of that later.
New target.
We're taking out the starboard ion cannons.
Torpedoes away.
See, I told you this was reminiscent of the Death Star trench run.
Fire!
4 fucking times now. We've seen this shot 4 fucking times. Oh,
Good work, Shadow Squadron.
Nice job, Ahsoka.
Damage report.
We've lost both primary weapons. The hyperdrive has been disabled.
Impossible!
I told you that would bite you in the ass, not starting with Anakin's fleet.
We'll take it from here. But don't worry. We'll call when we need you.
All right, this is like some Batman shit.
Let's finish what Anakin started.
Grandfather.
Whoa, holy shit. If you really look at this thing, it actually looks like the Republic insignia. And it looks like if you count all the lines, it actually lines up. That's a pretty damn great attention to detail they threw in there. And they didn't have to.
Great job, Master Skywalker.
I feel like we don't normally hear Jedi call Anakin Master. Obviously, he's not a master, but Padawans call him that, I'm assuming out of respect. In fact, most of the time, it's just Anakin. I don't know how many times Obi-Wan says Skywalker, but he said it in the last one, and it really fucking creeped me out.
And where's Skywalker?
You didn't do so bad yourself.
I believe it was my suggestion to change the plan.
That's kind of true, Snips.
From a certain point of view.
Okay, at this certain point, I feel like it's overkill to point out all these damn rhymes.
I wanted to thank you for your valiant effort today. Do not take the lives you saved lightly.
Why? You guys kind of fucking do.
Your master is a very curious Jedi.
Here's the proof Omega's Force sensitive, guys. Our girl knowledge has confirmed it.
One with a curious mind that causes her to wander.
This shot is pretty much a 1-for-1 comparison to the ending scene in Empire. It's almost identical, besides C-3PO being suspiciously absent. I wonder what shenanigans he's up to right about now. So overall, this episode's okay. It does a little bit of expanding on the characters. It does some world building, but it doesn't do too much. I'd say it's one of the lower episodes, but it's definitely not the worst. Patron shoutouts! It blows my mind that anybody would give me money, and I really appreciate it. I love this show so much, and I hope that shines through. A huge thank you to Drakmir, Colin Hemingway, Ria S, Mr. Spadafrano, and Drops. iDrops? You guys are the real MVPs, and I really appreciate it. I only put up $1 right now because I don't really have that much to offer. When things get going, and if I can actually continue to do this full time, I'll be able to throw in a couple extra episodes ahead of the game, and overall just be able to do a couple of cool things for you guys. Also, I want to throw a huge shout out to another channel that started overanalyzing the Clone Wars actually months ago, and he does a way better and more in-depth analysis than I do. There's almost like 400 subscribers here right now, and I want every single fucking one of you to go subscribe to his channel right now. I'll link it below in the description. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of dropped the ball hard on that one, and somehow I didn't see it when I first started actually putting the first 3 episodes together. I recorded them all in one day, and then it took me a little while to edit each of them, but I felt really sleazy after that, and I just wanted to address it. All of us are mostly here because of Overanalyzing Avatar, and while yeah, his name I guess is unique to him, his premise really isn't. YouTube is filled with that kind of content. Not to mention there's already a few Overanalyzing Korra channels out there, one of which I'm friends with now, and I think that's fucking awesome. I think anyone who takes the time to create something out of passion for it should be able to. I can't believe we've gotten this many subscribers. I know it's not that many in the grand scheme of things, but I really want to keep doing this. So every single like, comment, and subscription brings me closer to doing this full time with a lot more effort. Anyway, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate all the comments and likes and everything. I'll see you guys in the next one.